welcome back to another episode of the That's Ranked podcast.
I just realised Rob can't hear the music.
No, he hasn't got headphones on. He can't hear the music. So we're just bopping away, and the poor lad's over there just going with the groove, looking at us. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, you poor fella. Welcome back to the That's Ranked podcast, the podcast where we rank listeners' ideas on the fly, off the top of our noodles. My name is Liam.
I'm Taryn.
I am Rob.
And that's Rob over there. Guys, we're back for another week. Welcome.
Woo!
We did it. Oh, look, he's up.
We're recording this one on video.
We are. We are. We're delving in. We're finally doing it.
We are.
We've spoken about it forever, and we're doing it once again here on the YouTubes.
The tubes.
Are you guys excited about that?
I'm excited. I just noticed I'm wearing the same thing I was wearing last week.
That's okay. We weren't going to say anything.
I do work on Wednesdays.
That's right.
And I'm lazy.
Yeah. Well.
Yep. And we don't know if it last week even actually happened yet. So, you know.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good
Just an existential crisis to start the show. Great.
This is my Wednesday uniform.
What was last week? What was it?
Christmas?
So, oh God, I wish. So yes, we rank our listeners' ideas on the fly. We spin that little wheel that's sitting over next to Rob. Please, Adriana Exenides that wheel for me. Thank you very much. Beautiful. Look at that. And they're full of your ideas, listeners' ideas that are given to us via our socials, which can be found, Taryn, where?
At
Yes.
thatsrankpod.
That's one.
On Facebook.
Yep.
On Jiddle.
Jiddle? On Jiddle.
We're starting.
Jitter.
We're starting that one ourselves. Actually, it's
Catchy name.
Jiddle.
Catchy name.
It's like GIF.
It's Jidme.
People will be like, have you got Giddle? And I'll be like, no. It's Jiddle. And it was a combination of Twitter with the dull T when I stumbled on the pod. So we are on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and you can email us at Gmail, all at thatsrankpod.
Yep.
And then, go forth.
We have the monopoly.
We do, and this is where we get our listener ideas. So all the topics that we rank come from listeners, and they are you guys.
You guys.
And we're going to have loads more because we're on the tubes now.
Yeah.
YouTubes.
When we say we have loads more, that's what you have to do. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, leaving your ideas with us. And also tell us after the rank if we're right or wrong. It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Rob, I can see the excitement in your face.
I'm ecstatic.
I know. Do you know what?
His eyebrows went up 0.5 millimeter. I'm
That's
ecstatic.
you can tell. Actually, no, Taryn, you wanted to spin the wheel today, didn't you?
Yeah, please.
Oh, let me get the list up of listener ideas.
Okay.
1 second.
Are you ready?
Poor favor. Actually, by the time you've spun that wheel, because I know you're going to crank that rank.
2, 3. Let's go.
Ooh, look at that. Oh,
Good spin. It's a good spin.
Oh, it was a good spin.
oh shit! It wasn't good enough. Wait.
Oh, I like this number.
Yeah, so number 2.
2. We haven't had a
Number
load.
2, join the crew.
Taryn just dropped a deuce right here in the pod.
And in your bathroom.
Again, Taryn.
I did not.
Unbelievable.
I did not.
You can. You have deuce permission.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We are that close now.
That's right. The
friends.
friendship's gone to that level.
Yeah. Deuce dropping, baby.
Here we go. It's fine.
On a Tuesday. It's
guys,
Wednesday.
I've got it.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Jesus Christ. Even
still.
So I have to thank our listener, Renee, for this lovely. Yeah, we've got them.
Rennie. Ooh.
And she has given us the idea, or the rank. She wants us to rank the best celebrity to travel with.
Oh.
The best celebrity to travel with.
Oh, that's really hard.
This is a really good one.
Because how do you even begin to think about
love this one.
Oh, you love it?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, think of all the celebrities. Are they bringing a particular skill?
Yeah.
Are they bringing a particular skill? Are they bringing a certain? Is there an entourage appeal? Is there a mode of transport, or a place, or a location, or a group?
You
of
can't
people
choose
that
Thomas
you,
the Tank
that you wish
Engine.
to. Sorry,
Mode of transport. Thomas the Tank Engine. That's my celebrity.
Hey, he's a celebrity. Ringo Starr. Actually, no joke. But,
should I start you 5 minutes? Oh, we didn't.
we explain what we do.
I don't know. We haven't actually.
We're the That's Right podcast.
Yeah, that's true. That part we've done.
Start. Our name, no. So what do we do?
My name is Rob.
Yes, it is.
We rank listeners' ideas on the fly, but we get 5 minutes each to do it.
That's the important part. So 5 minutes each to come up with an idea from this topic and convince each other why ours should reign supreme, why ours is number one in a battle to
the death.
The death. Okay. Got that in there.
Yeah.
Crikey Moses.
Yeah.
Most important part of the podcast.
Jumps, so I'm ready to go.
You just did 20 star jumps.
Yep.
You're right.
Did you miss it?
I did miss it. It was so quick. So quick. It was like a hiccup. Absolutely
That's how fast she is.
Yeah, absolute gun. Absolute gun.
Yeah.
Now, I interrupted you, though. You were with
Gains. Some gains you've been making lately, Taryn.
gains like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's a celebrity.
Dwayne.
Like Dwayne. So there's a criteria. There's lots of ways you could go.
Yeah.
Music, film, TV,
Yep.
politician. Do you want to be in a certain meeting?
A meeting moving.
Do you want to be behind the scenes of a movie? Do you want to be backstage of a concert? Do you want to be in an award show?
I just
Do you want to be in a documentary with David Attenborough?
after all these really exciting things, right, that you've said, which 100%, there was meeting in there somewhere.
Meeting.
Yeah. Do you want to be a politician?
Do you want to be in a meeting?
A politician
No,
in a
no.
meeting?
Actually, the UN, a United Nations meeting would be cool.
interesting.
That would be interesting. Well, do celebrities go to United Nations meetings?
Sometimes.
Emma Watson. Hello.
True.
Yeah, when you're promoting an issue like world hunger, like you're like, I'm here to promote world hunger to make it more popular.
It's a different popularity lately.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look, if Kim K and Kanye have been to the White House,
That's true.
I mean, anything's possible, right?
Anything's possible. So
the president.
Is it an old celebrity? So we talk about here and now, or can I say?
No, I don't think there's any.
Can we go back in time?
Celebrity, as a definition, is like someone who's famous for their vocation, right?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
anyone.
So you could have travelled. So I could travel with, say, someone in the 60s and be in the 60s as I travel with them.
You could, or
Yeah.
you could bring them here.
Oh, I mean, I freaking had one, and now you've really changed it.
Well, don't forget, you've only got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So if you're gonna have to go back to the 60s, because you've discussed 60s before and the 70s, you love that period of time.
I've been there before.
You've been to the 60s and 70s.
I've been there before. Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah. What was it like?
Smelly, hot.
Okay.
Not as convenient.
Oh, so the climate's actually gone the other way. Interesting. Interesting.
They don't tell you that stuff, Taryn. They don't tell you.
They don't tell you how bad the food was.
Oh yeah.
They don't tell you how you used to be at the bank at 3
Back
o'clock on a
in
Friday
my
afternoon.
day.
Otherwise, you had no money for the weekend.
We just
Even
skipped spraying the
celebrities.
pesticides on the fruit and we just sprayed it right into our guts.
Yeah,
That's back in my day.
tasty. I missed a good pesticide. Pesticide
Dang
salad.
Dang nabbit.
Oh, that is times are changing. We're soft now.
You've
is
brought
really
it. I had one that came to mind from an
Oh,
article
yeah.
I was reading not long ago, actually.
Oh, do you want to go first then?
But now I can't go first because
Now.
I was last time, so I'm probably due to go first. I can go first.
So,
okay.
So we're going dead or alive, in the past, in the
Oh,
future. You know.
that's a game changer.
Yeah. This is fun because I think I know what mine is.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe you should go first.
No, but I'm liking seeing him sweat when we add more parameters to the
Yeah,
to the rank.
because I just thought of today, here and now, like
Hey,
who
hey,
I travel
hey.
with here and now.
They can be male or female
I'm gonna go with it. My
What?
God.
Taryn.
or non-binary.
Yes,
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
Could it be an animal? Can I go with Lassie?
A celebrity?
Famous.
Yeah, I would say Lassie's a celeb.
Now I've got Taryn thinking. All right.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Celebrity.
Okay, look, I'll just go with my original choice, which I
Okay.
feel like in hindsight I could do better, but I'm going to go with it. Actually, now I'm going to go. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with
Yeah.
this
You're happy with it? Okay.
Commit.
One
Commit to the bit.
1 second. Let me get your 5-minute timer up and ready to rock and rumble. 1 second.
And I feel like this is fresh to my mind because I was just reading something.
Oh,
I was just reading this story lately.
Well, let's hear all about it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Slave.
Slay bear.
I would travel with Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen.
Viggo Mortensen. Aragon
Aragon.
from Lord of the
Oh.
Rings. Viggo, the actor. Viggo Mortensen.
So not Aragon. You wouldn't want to travel.
Well, I would have travelled. If I was travelling with Viggo Mortensen, as close as you'd get to travelling with Aragon.
Okay.
You know, and he's handy. If you've ever seen The Road, the post-apocalyptic film The Road, he's a survivor.
Right.
But I think he's also very useful. He speaks 3 languages.
Okay.
He speaks Spanish, Danish, and English.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a low-key star. So you could be a part of Viggo's entourage, and you could just wear like
But if
a
he's
blazer and Crocs. Do you know what I mean? And you'd be fine. And then and you're probably going to spend half your time, you know. It's like if you've ever seen Zoolander
Yeah.
and Owen Wilson's character in Zoolander, what's his name?
Hansel.
Oh,
It's kind of like traveling with Hansel in real life.
that's
Like
brilliant.
you'd be out in some kind of like Tibetan hut, you know, with like getting some kind of chakra massage from like Kim Kardashian, and Billy Zane would be there, you know, and then you'd be traveling on a train, and Viggo would speak several languages because
Yeah.
he is just like Aragon. Like
You'd
when he
be
played Aragon, he was just out in the wilderness, living off the wilderness. He was like a real method.
You'll be in
actor.
Tibet.
He's a real adventurer.
Yeah.
You'll be in Tibet. He'll be trying to speak Spanish. No one will understand what he's
Yeah.
saying.
No entiendo, no entiendo. That's what the Tibetans say. And he's like, but you do speak Spanish. And they're like, no entiendo. What? I'm confused. So am I, Vigo. So am I. Yeah, I think that's my argument. Speaks 3 languages, very new age.
Yep.
Would have a diverse range of experiences. He's a survivor. He's Aragon, so he's an adventurer. So if he ever, he would actually have legitimate fencing skills. He would have lots of training for Lord of the Rings.
Yep.
So no matter what happened in life, Viggo Mortensen would pretty much sort you out. And recently he was in the film 13
Reasons?
No, it's about the Thai 13 something. It's about the Thai cave disaster.
Oh,
the kids got.
Like 13 days something.
Yeah. So he was in that one, and he knew how to dive. So he's got all these skills.
Would he know how to dive, or was this? He's an actor.
He's that guy though. He's that guy. He trains up and he does it for real.
Right.
And they made Lord of the Rings. Like whenever he had a few days off, he'd just go walking into the wilderness and live off the lands.
Right.
Yeah.
He was a real adventurer.
Okay.
He was like really getting dirty.
So I hate to try and assist you with your 5 minutes, because this is a battle to the death, but where would you travel outside of Tibet?
Anywhere.
So
Viggo Mortensen. You could scale the Andes with Viggo Mortensen. He'd be just as home on the back streets of New York as he would trailing and trekking through the Andes.
Uh-huh.
He'd across the Sahara, he'd know how to find water because he's that kind of. He'd research, he'd train it, and hopefully you'd run into it either a Danish or Spanish or English speaking person on the camel that could give you more water if you needed it. So yeah, well now I feel about this maybe wasn't the best choice.
Well,
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, you've got a minute and 55.
What?
Do you want
What
to try
made
and
Change it?
no?
No. I'm confused. What made you change your mind?
Don't know.
Something Liam said.
I didn't say anything. I've literally said nothing the entire time.
seen it. I haven't seen that one.
I have seen Viggo Mortensen. Thank you very much. I'll have you know.
No, I'll stick by it.
I like the adventure a bit.
Yeah,
That's
he's
great.
an adventurer. He's useful. He's got many skills and talents. He's not going to be caught up in fame or fortune. You're not going to be staying. You could stay. He could afford to stay at the best hotel, and maybe sometimes you would.
Yep.
But would he take you?
Sometimes. Yeah, well, yeah, you're traveling with him. Would he take anybody? That's the conceit of the rank, Lamb.
No, but if you travel with someone, it doesn't necessarily have to mean you stay at the same place.
Yeah.
Lamb.
I'm just saying.
Well, I shall use the same logic when it's your turn.
I'm not going to talk about hotels.
Oh my god, this is such an interesting.
So I think you'd have a range of experience with Viggo Mortensen. I think he could take you out to the wilderness, and he could take you to the most exclusive parties, or he could take you onto the most he'd know all the prestigious actors and directors. Yeah. So like if someone was shooting a film, he'd just go, "Hey, Quentin Tarantino, Viggo Mortensen's going to come visit," and I'd tag along. He'd just tag along, and he'd drive up, and he'd drive himself. He would have no driver. Yeah. So you'd both drive up in some classic old car. You'd go, "Hey, Quentin, I'm with Viggo." He'd be like, "Yeah, Viggo, cool."
Show me your feet.
And then he'd go, and then he'd start speaking the Spanish to the crew, and then he'd take it to the best Mexican restaurant in Los Angeles, and he'd jump on a plane, and he'd go trekking through the Andes.
Amazing.
And then he'd go, he'd top off the weekend by going up to Scotland and staying at Enya's house because it's Viggo Mortensen, because he's linked to everybody, he's got access everywhere, he multi-skill.
He can multi-skill?
And he can multi-skill, and he's Aragon. So imagine how cool would it be to travel with Aragon?
Yeah.
Straight up.
Time up, my friend. Time up.
No.
What? But no,
I wanted to hear more.
You said that like it was like your answer. No. Viggo, no. Interesting choice. I must admit, wasn't expecting that.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Because I literally don't know anything about him other than he was Aragon.
I was only just reading about him the other day. That's why all this stuff's fresh to mind. And I was like, wow.
Did he write? Was it self-penned?
No.
Or someone else wrote it?
It was some old article somewhere. I can't remember how I found it. Social somewhere.
It was just a blog out there in the interwebs.
Some blogs out there on the interwebs.
It's actually interesting. I wonder how many of those skills that actors learn on set they actually hold on to and retain.
Like Tom Cruise, how many times is he jumping from a building to a helicopter? You know what I mean?
It's a really important skill. Yeah.
He's good. He flies a jet. Tom Cruise can fly an actual plane.
Yeah.
And then jump out of it. After hanging off the side of the door. Yeah.
Oh, this is so hard.
And someone goes through the blades? It's crazy.
See, Tom Cruise would be too famous as well, whereas Viggo, not too famous. You could actually kind of blend into the background there. You could just go sit in a cafe, eat in a restaurant.
This is so hard.
My 5 minutes is up. I'm sorry.
That's true, yeah.
Breaking the rule.
I don't care about Viggo's cafe going ability. You have more time, sir.
Going ability. That's my selling point.
It's actually not a bad. It's not a bad.
Traveling anywhere with anybody, Rob. Oh yeah, I want to go sit in a cafe because I don't have access. I can't do that now.
You wanted to go to a meeting before, so I mean, that's a step up, really. Oh, interesting. I think I like the idea of having a slightly less kind of, not known, because everyone knows who, you know who he is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Slightly less known actor or actress, because you wouldn't be bombarded. Like, imagine sitting in that cafe with Tom Cruise.
You'd never get a minute's rest.
Paparazzi.
Whereas Viggo, because he can assume any character, he'd just pretend to be someone else.
So he's a shapeshifter as well.
Yeah, he wakes up in the morning, he puts on a fake
A
mustache.
lovely old lady comes up to you and goes, "Do you want to fly my jet?" What do you mean?
I'm expecting
man, I
Viggo
can fly
Mortensen.
myself.
Have you seen him? I have not seen him today. No. He could be anywhere.
No entiendo.
I love it how it's always Spanish, never the Norwegian.
Danish.
My apologies. I nearly said Danish, and I don't know why I went to Norwegian.
My
Anyway.
Norwegian. My Danish.
Okay.
Tasty Danish for breakfast.
So yeah, yummy.
Is that why you're traveling with Viggo, is it?
For the Danishes.
A little bit of tasty Danish in the morning, huh?
Oh my gosh!
I
Actually,
mean, he
you
would have
just
the
inspired me.
Viggo would actually
have
be
I?
able to make a Danish, I reckon. Like he wouldn't just
I love this
he wouldn't
idea.
just buy the best Danish. He'd actually just make it from scratch.
I've
'Cause he's
learned-
Hansel. He's real life Hansel.
I've learned so much about Viggo Mortensen.
Yeah,
this
in
right
this
now.
like 5 minutes.
I've not thought about Viggo Mortensen, I would say,
Ever.
ever.
Yeah.
And now I know so much about this man.
Wow.
He's a fascinating person.
Wow.
That's interesting. I love that.
Wow.
Wow.
Who is up next?
You've inspired a choice of mine.
Have I? All right. Would you like to go then?
You.
Oh,
This guy.
Oh, he's inspired.
No, I don't know. Okay, so
I thought it was the tasty Danish bit that got you.
it was. It was. I'm inspired.
Okay.
Hold on, wait. I'm tossing up between a person who is legitimately going to be the best person to travel with.
Yeah.
Versus someone who would just be utterly ridiculous to travel with.
Yeah.
Because when I travel, I like both experiences.
Sure.
I think I'm going to go for the former because I feel like that's more important. But I might need time to decide. I don't know. Have you got someone?
I think so.
Yeah. Do you want to go next then? Because I'm just going to weigh it up in my head.
In your head?
In my head.
Okay.
A little head hole.
All right. I will go now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Here we go. My 5 minutes begins now. Oh, no. Wait a second.
How do you say now in Spanish? Noi.
No.
Noi.
No.
Vamos.
Vamos.
Isn't
Not
that
now,
go?
it's Go,
Yeah.
probably.
Let's go.
Vamos.
Oh, that's vamonos.
Okay.
Anyway.
Vamonos.
Our
Arrivederci.
Spanish-speaking
Tranquilo,
listeners
tranquilo.
can correct us, please, on our terrible Spanish. 5 minutes begins now. Now, I'm interested because I'm going to complete my brain stopped then. Wow.
There's like a
Holy
camera on you and the
shit.
timer's going. You're like, the pressure's too much.
I'm sweating.
Restart.
No, it's fine. So I am going to go with like something that you said before, but I'm going to go with the travel with someone who's just ridiculous to travel with.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
Shit.
who could be just the most fun, but I think has a side to them that is a little more serious if the time calls for it.
Yeah.
But also just seems to be just a delightfully happy and fun person to be around.
Is it me?
It's Taryn. Local celebrity Taryn. Do you want to go traveling? Let's go. Let's go right
We
now.
have.
We have. It's
fun.
true. It's true. No, I think it's
Yeah, why don't you pick me, Rob? What? Sorry.
Could you imagine? What an absolute like going for gold with Taryn. Rob's like number 3, Taryn.
I was going to say Liam, actually. So.
Yeah, fair enough. That's fair enough. But I think this particular person is going to be fun in all capacities. They seem able to bring everyone in who they meet, celebrity or no. They have amazing musical ability.
Oh.
They've
Ed Sheeran?
they're quite versatile. Not Ed Sheeran. Speaking about being bombarded, could you imagine? Jesus Christ. Although I can see this person being bombarded as well. No, my person is Jack Black.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh my gosh.
could you
yes.
imagine going anywhere with Jack Black?
Yeah.
Now, I'm probably not somewhere, well, actually, no, even somewhere a bit more serious, but I think if you go to, say, for example, London with Jack Black, we could just skip down the street singing songs and he'd be all for it.
Oh my god, he would be so fun.
Speaking of dressing up, have you seen how he dresses recently?
Yeah.
There's tie-dye everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Long,
wicked.
long
Colourful.
shaggy hair.
He's a colourful man.
He's a very colourful man. You could just, the energy that guy would give off and you could just feed off for your entire trip would be just infectious. And the whole time you'd be like, hey, Jack, can we go do this? He'd be like, I'm up for it, man. Let's go. Let's go do it. You know, and then Kyle can come as well. He can play guitar in the background. And then Tenacious D. Fuck it. Let's just all go together.
That's so funny.
We're all going to go. But I can see that, you know, he'd be really open for a lot of stuff, for anything, right? He's crazy athletic for a big dude, so we can go, you know, hiking and climbing and all that kind of stuff too. I'm not staying in any hotels though because I fear of retribution from Rob. We're gonna
camp in the wilderness.
You would stay at good hotels with Jack Black. Man's loaded.
He is loaded, but I feel like he's a little bit humble as well.
He's got that Jumanji money.
That's true. Yeah, how good's he in Jumanji? So he's actually learned how to hike through forests actually from Jumanji. He did that all himself.
He did actually go dressed to the talking about his clothing. He went to the Super Mario Brothers premiere dressed as Bowser.
Did he?
The Bowser suit.
I see. I mean, what a champion!
Nailed it.
What a champion! Who else would do that? Everyone else takes themselves way too seriously.
Yeah.
Not Jack Black. Yeah. I saw him recently on a charity stream with Jacksepticeye. He's like a YouTube staple, right?
Okay.
And they'd never met each other before, and he comes on and just welcomes him in with open arms. Does all this stuff for charity, like, but doesn't seem like a celebrity that's going to be like, stuck up about himself. He seems really down to earth and really mellow. So no matter where you went, you could be walking down the street, fans would come up, he'd be like, "What's up, man? Give him a signature," and just keep on. Sorry. Disqualification. I'm sorry. He just keep on skipping down the street, having a great old time.
Oh, it'd be so much fun.
And just like, and I love his gestures and his movements, like how he just moves, like he's just so like, so.
I have an idea.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be like, "Yeah, you do. Let's go.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm in."
I'd be like, "Jack, can we write a song about this place?" He'd be like, "Yeah, we can," and then we'd harmonize.
He's already halfway through a verse when you say it. He's
probably.
like, "I'm over it.
He's over
all
it?
over it." Sorry.
No, Jack Black would never say that on a trip. He'd never say I'm over it. He'd be like, "I'm loving this trip, Liam. It's the best trip I've ever been on." I'd be like, "Thanks, Jack Black."
Thanks for choosing me over Taryn. Yeah, cool. I concede.
We could just imagine. I love a sing song. We could be anywhere on a.
These two on a trip?
It would be terrible.
Monstrous.
It would be terrible.
Monstrous.
Like, is there volume control?
Yeah.
Even. No, but you guys would be like.
That's right, it'd be like watching some kind of kismet happen. Some beautiful love story. Just like two.
Yeah.
The yin and yang come together like
Yeah.
two perfect pods
Yep.
to form one pea.
Just imagine the road trips with Jack.
One whole pea.
One whole pea.
It's like one whole brain cell's knocking around up there. Oh, Jesus. It'd be like the unbearable weight of massive talent with Nick Cage and Pedro Pascal.
It would be. It would be.
It'd be
Stunning.
lovely.
Fireworks.
I've got 15 seconds, so I'm going to say this. Imagine the road trips with Jack Black. Imagine the songs that you'd put on and sing together to get you through those long journeys. I could see myself riding in a sedan, a basic sedan with Jack Black, and that trip would be amazingly fun.
It'd be wicked.
Because-
Head out the window like a puppy dog. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
who's driving?
that's my time. Neither of us are driving.
Yeah, someone's got a foot on the pedal and the other one's kind of steering.
Oh, God.
There's someone else. He'd be in the back of the limo.
I can just picture that being just the most fun adventure ever. You'd come back, your cheeks would be sore from smiling the entire time. Rob, I did what you did before. My 5 minutes is up. I cannot keep going.
But you want to because you just love the idea that
I love the idea of traveling with Jack Black.
Yes,
It'd be
I love that too. I feel like I'm
Amazing.
going to Bartholomew
No,
myself. But
we shouldn't Bartholomew before we've had our go because we might love it.
okay.
Bartholomew yourself after you've said
Yes. Yeah. So you're like, I'm dumb. Did you guys agree? Yeah, cool. All right.
We would never say that, Taryn, unless
Not
you
to my
said something
face.
really dumb. I would say it to your face.
Okay. I trust you, actually. I feel like you
Yeah,
would.
yeah,
I feel like you would.
in a loving,
And then
friendly
you
way.
and Jack Black would make a
That's what
song about
friends.
it.
Yeah,
That's
friends comment on each other's intelligence.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's one whole brain cell knocking around up
Yeah.
there, Rob.
Legit-
Wow, Taryn.
Legit a minute and a half ago, she did.
She did actually say that. Yeah.
Me too. One half of the same brain cell.
Yeah, it took me a minute and a half to get that, but yeah. Wait a second.
We all go home into bed and Rob sits up going, hey.
Hey, he's like sleeping peacefully and he's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. The pea goes in the pod. Not the other way around.
Oh,
Ow,
man.
that made my chest hurt.
Oh, God. You okay?
My muscles are just giving up on me.
Oh, you may have laughed so hard she cracked a sternum.
That's
Oh,
a
no.
fun, but yeah. All right.
What? Dumb.
Boo,
Brain cell.
boo.
Taryn, would you like your 5 minutes to begin?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. Proceed.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, this was so hard.
It's a tricky one.
It
is
is
a
so
tricky
hard.
one.
It's a tricky
I
one.
have so many I want to travel with. I went through a list of comedians in my head because I'm a big comedy fan, and I feel like anyone that's a comedian that you travel with would be quite entertaining. However, I feel like a lot of comedians have their downtime, and I don't know what they'd be like in that time because I've never seen that side of them.
Not happy.
Then you said something about a pastry, and I was like, oh my goodness.
Chef.
Why would I not travel with someone who lives and breathes food? That is my passion.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to go with Anthony Bourdain.
Good shout. That was
Because
That was
nearly
really good one.
Yeah.
I nearly went Bourdain.
Oh, did you actually?
Yeah, I nearly
Oh,
did, yeah.
wow.
I nearly went jet black just aside, but anyway, it's your
Yeah.
5 minutes. Sorry.
I feel like food for me is the main reason I go most places.
Yeah.
Aside from culture, but I think they marry each other, right? Like culture and food come together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you did say it before, David Attenborough, and I was like, David Attenborough for food is Anthony Bourdain, basically, right?
Yeah.
And God rest his soul, if we could bring him back for a day, why not to travel? Well, we didn't actually put a time limit.
You're just
Did
traveling
we?
with zombie Bourdain. Sorry.
Yeah, Zombie Bourdain would be the bomb. and
Wrong.
you
Is that
can't-
respect? That's not,
Yeah.
that's not
Too
really
soon.
respectful,
no,
actually.
yeah, too
Sorry.
soon.
2 years.
But he would still be able to knock out like a mad fucking meal of something, like one of those you
Yeah.
go to the Mediterranean and you get one of you just catch the fish with your bare hands, which
Yeah.
he would know how to do. Bear Grylls like deep down inside, and he would be able to grill that like beautifully, fresh, and dress it with the nice. I'm drooling.
Me too.
I'm drooling.
Yeah.
You get you super excited about every meal that you're eating on the trip as well. Like he'd
every-
sit down and he'd just tell you the narrative of the
Yeah.
meal. And you go,
And
whoa.
you would get special treatment because he would be celebrity chef, and you'd be able to go to small villages where they don't know who he is and eat like the locals, but you'd also be able to go to places that are super famous that no one can ever get seats at except for him because he's Anthony Bourdain,
He's Anthony Bourdain.
brought back from the dead,
Yeah.
and you would basically get the best seat in the house, the best treatment.
You did say you could time travel, so you can go back and travel with Anthony Bourdain at his peak.
When
Yes,
he's
yeah.
alive,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You
I
don't
think
think too
nothing too morbid, not too morbid. I bring his little head in a jar. Let's do this, buddy.
Like Futurama.
The,
Oh, that guy,
the
yeah.
disrespect on this episode. I'm sorry. Not disrespectfully. I think
No, he was a morbid character. He probably loved it, to be
I
honest.
think
with you.
his dark
probably
humor
would,
would
yeah.
because he's kind of funny as well.
He is, yeah.
Like I feel like we would just get on like a house on fire. He was who he was, right? On the screen and off the screen, I believe. I don't know, could be wrong, but I feel like you would just have the best time. He'd be up for a fun night if you guys were to mix up your
Drinks.
certain things. Your sleeping pills and your
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Gotcha.
your stay awake pills. I feel like you would be able to have a really, really good time with this man. Speaking from experience, Rob.
Yeah.
Me.
He wouldn't shy away from that stuff either.
No.
Because he was famously like a massive drug user when he was younger. So probably not in his. Is that when you want to go back to?
But no. I feel like when he's experienced, because like older Anthony Bourdain can get it, first of all. Secondly, I
Been
feel like he's had
strung
enough
out with
life
Anthony
experience. Yeah. And he's had enough life experience to be able to show you what's good,
Yeah.
his favorite spots in various places in the world, like not just in his hometown.
Yeah.
So I think he would be the best. You'd be able to travel there privately because he's famous and he would have his own jet and shit. Or whatever however he gets you there, horse and cart, I'll take it.
Well, I mean, that's saying
Submarine,
something.
yeah, I'll
That's
take
saying
that too.
something. Yeah.
But yeah, I think food for me is just I don't even know how much.
Oh, you have a minute.
a whole minute
You
and
got
a
a minute
half.
and 20. Yeah, you got plenty of time.
Okay, why else would it be great to travel with Anthony Bourdain?
I've got a reason.
I am a little bit. Oh, you do?
Well, if I can lend
Yeah,
to you,
please.
he is someone who would go to the most random places and the most exotic places.
I'm literally,
Yeah.
I'm
And-
picturing like a hut where he's like, oh, I read about this woman
Yeah.
once because he did a lot of
Yeah.
his research properly.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
he was really well written, not written. He was just really well educated on the world of food and cultures in particular, like different funny little cultures that you would never, and I shouldn't call them that because that's a bit disrespectful, but cultures that you wouldn't have guessed existed and you only
Sure.
know about it
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the food world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so much respect for chefs as well, and so much respect for people who value things like sharing culture through
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
And I feel like he'd want to share that. Like
Yeah.
imagine if you
Yeah.
had a vocation that you were an expert at, the best in the world, mind you, and you were able to take one human being around and just be like, I'm imparting everything I love the
Yeah.
most, maybe even shit he hates, you know?
Well, this is the
I think he'd have a good
Repertoire.
rant. He'd
Yeah.
be a good ranter.
10 seconds, Taryn. Any last words on Anthony Bourdain?
No,
Okay.
none. That's it. Wrap it up.
Okay.
Put him in a little pastry and feed him to my
The
travel.
only thing I'd say is that he'd be like getting dirty at the street food.
Well, that's
Yes.
And
it.
then you'd be walking in the 5-star Michelin star, and you'd just be
Dripping that
all
satay
of
down
that.
his chin.
There
sort
was
of
there was
vibe.
no boundaries for his food
boundaries.
consumption.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was one episode. I can't remember, it was in Thailand somewhere where he did that. Went to a high end restaurant, and then the next scene he's drinking snake blood with the heart still beating from a cobra. Like he just go and do every single part of that food spectrum, and even if he wasn't too sure about it, he'd still give it a crack.
Yeah. He'd breach boundaries, which is
Yeah.
why I travel, to breach those boundaries. So I feel like that would
Amen
be
to that.
someone who would do that willingly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, good answer.
I was a bit worried because we all picked men. First of all, I had a few. My initial thought, which I thought would be ridiculous, but when you said Jack Black, I was like, okay, no, that is good ridiculous. Mine is bad ridiculous. Fucking Gwyneth Paltrow. I think it would be so funny to travel with her.
Such
She
a
would be.
scheme.
No offense to her. Yeah. Yes. Actually, she was innocent in that
she
scenario. Apparently. So
Big fan.
yeah, huge fan. No, I'm personally not, but she would have the most amount of money to splash on random shit. Like you'd go do those mushroom trips in the forest in a luxe retreat and just be like,
Just traveling around.
just have the most,
travel around the Goop Mobile.
the Goopmobile. You go do ice baths in Norway with some crazy nut job that just knows what he's talking about when it comes to cold water. You know, that was a terrible explanation for that episode of Goop, but
Oh, this guy's the foremost frontier in cold water.
yeah, he knows what he's talking about when it comes to below average temp water. H2O.
$4,500 a session.
But you know what I mean? Yeah, you do silly things, and then you go home, and people will be like, "No, you didn't do that," and you'd be like, "I did though," and they filmed it, and they filmed it.
Yeah. Oh man, that'll be.
That would be so funny. So she was my and then a comedian, Louis Capaldi, would be hilarious. He'd just be so funny.
A good comedian, yeah.
A good comedian.
He's a singer, but he's like he's comedic.
A funny singer.
Funny singer.
Yeah, he's really funny. Yeah. Crazy.
Actually, yeah, a comedian. Ricky Gervais would be a funny person.
Ricky Gervais would be
just
hilarious.
because you're cruising around, he'd just be making cutting observations about
Yeah.
everyone else around you. You'd just
Yeah.
be laughing at everybody and
Yeah.
everything.
I think
I've got a bit of a side of that to myself. So
I think Ricky
I'd
Gervais.
enjoy it.
Ricky
Yeah.
Gervais 10 years ago. I think.
Yes.
I think
a
nowadays.
bit more optimistic. Ricky.
Yeah, a
I
bit
mean,
more-
he's never been optimistic, has he?
No, he
But-
hasn't. But I think he wasn't trying as hard to be controversial.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like nowadays he's just trying to be.
political. He's been political correctness gone mad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what will they say next? It's like, come on, Ricky.
Yeah.
Let's go back to being funny.
Come on, Ricky. I don't know if you would enjoy
Come on, Ricky.
Ricky. We're on first name basis.
Ricky.
Come on, Ant.
Yeah.
Tony.
Natalie
may I?
Portman speaks 5 languages.
Natalie
Oh,
Portman
Should
would be amazing.
and should
I
should
would
be
follow that woman to the end of the
a
earth.
pretty good person to
I was
travel
thinking
with.
She would be
Meghan.
great. Markle?
Meghan Markle.
You love Meghan Markle, don't you?
I do like
Yeah.
her. Megan Fox as well would be funny, but she's got Machine Gun Kelly as her husband. I'm like, not vibe.
Party time, so.
Yeah, I feel
That'd
like
be- that's an open relationship.
it's like you would be like
Good
summoning the
opposite.
devil
Yeah,
one
yeah.
day, and the next day just sparring it up
Yeah.
and.
Would you travel with
whatever.
Beyonce?
Oh, ooh.
I think that'd
You'd
be
be,
tough.
you'd be within
That'd be
you'd
tough,
be
yeah.
within an entourage.
No, you'd end up
It'd
babysitting
be-
the kids.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a hard pass for me.
I can handle Beyonce,
Blue
but
Ivy,
I
get off the
wouldn't want
I
to
was
spend any
gonna-
time. Wouldn't want to spend time with Jay Z for some reason. Like,
Yeah.
I'm down for Beyonce, but I just don't. I've never really dug Jay Z's vibe. I don't know why. No offense.
I mean,
I'm
there
sure
was
he'd
that
be really
controversy.
upset.
Rob, you fucking what? I heard this on the podcast one time.
Imagine that. Just Jay-Z's like gets a diss track about the That's Rank podcast because you call
That's
it.
rank more like you stank. Thanks, Tracy. I
Don't
feel
write
like
it for him. Shit.
a Rihanna would be cool to travel with. Taylor
Rihanna.
Swift.
Athletes like
Emma
LeBron
Watson.
James or
Yeah.
Steph Curry,
LeBron
like that would be
James.
fascinating.
That would be fascinating.
Like just, you'd just
Although,
be,
would they not be training constantly? And
Yeah,
you'd
they'd
just
be
be
nice,
like,
like, you get
you want to go
fit,
for
you'd
breakfast?
get-
I'd be like,
you'd
I'm not
get-
eating carbs this week. You'd be like, oh, great.
I'd like to be an entourage, part of the entourage for a pro wrestler
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
because they'd be on the road all the time. It'd be a fascinating life to see, but like for a short period of time because it's all about
Yeah.
like to travel with, right?
Yeah.
So those people, they're on the road all the time, like
Thems.
non-stop. That'd get tiring really quick, but
Yeah.
seeing how they live their life would be fascinating.
Yeah.
It'd be fascinating.
Okay.
Wow.
Shall we
I think we shall.
rank Rooney? Oh my
Rank-
God, Jackie Chan. Honorable mention. I would love to travel with Jackie Chan. 27 days around the world.
Oh, yeah. 27 days around the world.
80
Michael
days.
Palin, Jackie Chan. What?
Yeah.
I'm
Is it
confused
27?
now.
80
No.
days.
I-
Where did
I-
I get 27 from?
I'm not too
80
sure.
days around the world. Oh my gosh, where did I get 27? There must be a movie that's got like that in it.
Yeah, there's a thing about something days around the world.
80 days around the world.
I think so. 80 days around the world.
Liam said it.
Yeah.
Like going back in
one
time.
movie he has seen.
The foremost professional on movies. 80 days around the world.
80 days. Where did I get to?
Oh, it's around the world in 80 days.
It is.
That's
That's
the-
what it is.
Oh, thank you. Can we just cut this whole bit from the episode where I don't look
No.
like an idiot?
Nah, man.
The two halves have come from my brain.
Yeah.
Just, I gave one to you.
Who's got the brain cell now?
Yeah, the one P floating around without its pod.
Historical figures.
Uh-huh.
Who would I
JFK.
travel with? Jimi Hendrix.
JFK. Terrible person to travel
Just
with,
get shot.
famously.
Jimi Hendrix or the Beatles.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
What's her name? Elizabeth Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Marie
what,
Curie.
Elizabeth Taylor? Maybe Elizabeth Taylor. Elton John.
Elton John.
Elton John.
Oh, I don't know.
I reckon they'd be
In
too
the part-
hectic.
In the part,
Yeah, those
Yeah.
big
Short
rock
but
stars,
sweet.
their
Short
lives
but
can't be
sweet.
that fun.
Yeah, no, that's true.
No
That's
offense.
true.
Well, that's the thing. Like a lot of the celebrities we think of, like, have hectic lives.
Yeah.
Like their travel would be to literally go to Richard Branson's island
Yes.
for a few days and then just chill and do nothing else.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
true.
Crocodile Hunter? That would be a wild
Steve
trip.
Irwin would be a
Although
crazy
you-
trip.
Where would you travel? Just to your hometown?
The ocean
Yeah.
True.
over and over.
I wouldn't go. He'd be like, "Get in the water," and I'd be like, "Nah."
Yeah, clear it out first, Steve.
nah.
Come on, mate.
Clear it
Come
up
see
first.
this manatee living her best life. That was a terrible accent.
Or David Attenborough. David
Yeah, he was
Like,
up
that
there
would
for
be a
me.
good one.
Yeah.
When you said it at David Attenborough, I was like, oh, obvious choice. Obvious.
Yeah,
Until
agree.
But
we
you'd have to be really quiet because he'd be like, shut the fuck up.
You'd be like, "This is gonna be so cool. I'm gonna go travel with David Attenborough," and he's like, "To sit here for the next 7.5
Yeah,
weeks."
dressed in camouflage.
And here
Actually,
we
that'd be
have the meeting out.
It would be like a retreat. You'd have to like
Would
zen
be a
out.
treat. Yeah, yeah.
You'd have to
Yeah.
zen out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zen.
And Gwyneth Paltrow would be like two little resorts away, being like, and so now you put the goop over your eyes for 7 hours, and you lose weight every minute. And that's why I am the most healthy person in the world.
Oh, bless her.
No, unbless her.
Unbless her. We've unblessed. Okay. We've waxed lyrical about celebrities and their lives long enough. We should rank.
I'm excited for this one. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
All right.
Right.
Well, Miss Taryn,
Oh,
you ranked last. Ergo, you rank first.
I'm gonna go in the opposite order in which we ranked. So I'm gonna put Anthony Bourdain first because
Right.
what a trip, dude! I would pay real good money to do that.
Yeah.
Real good money.
Yeah.
And then because silly loosey goosey, I would put Jack Black second. As much as I'm a fan of Aragon, and the adventure
Yeah.
would be the ultimate trip. I feel like I would not feel like I could keep up.
True.
Whereas Jack
true.
Black, I feel like I can see the loosey goosey vibes.
And he'd be cool
And the
if he
hotel,
just
like
tried.
he'd be like, "Should we just get room service?" And he'd be like, yeah."
Yeah, he would be.
And he would order one of everything.
They put in bathrobes as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely
Immediately,
bathrobes,
my
yeah,
head went to
yeah,
bathrobes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, this
Alright.
is really hard. I mean, it's not. I've done it.
I was going to say, you've literally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've done it, I've
I've
done
just finished the task.
I need to remember.
I'm not good at ending things. I don't know what to do now.
I need to remember that it's
I have,
the
my
top.
life has no purpose. I've just finished the rank.
I've got to remember it's the top 3 of all time. So
Of all
it's
time.
still
Yeah.
top.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, all
You
right.
don't have to qualify. Vigo is number 3. It's fine.
Oh, but yeah.
All right, so,
I need to read the article and then ignite the passion.
Passion. All right, so I am going to rank thusly. My number 3, although I have enjoyed learning all about his life today.
We did learn something, actually.
We did. It was
Yeah.
it was a very educational entry
That was
this evening.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these things.
Fencing.
When you said the name at the start, I was like, what, this
You're like,
what
what the
is he
hell?
talking about? Viggo Mortensen.
The look on your
Why?
faces was hilarious.
But like I said, very interesting to learn about his very interesting life. Number 2, I'm going to go Anthony Bourdain
Mhm.
because I actually feel like he might be a bit of a downer behind the scenes.
Wow.
No, because have you guys watched the documentary about his life?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He didn't seem like, I realize why now that's a really terrible thing to say. Yeah, okay, sorry. Sorry.
I was like, ugh.
No, that's my bad. That was I didn't think about the words
It's
I was
okay.
saying
It's
before I
okay.
said them. Oopsie.
A bit of a downer.
Oh no.
No, it's
I
fine.
meant to say was I think like once you're done eating the food, I think I'm not too sure how long his excitement factor would last before he was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, would it be like on camera, it's all excitement, and then camera's closed, and he's like, oh, can't wait to go sit down and eat some 2-minute noodles.
Well, that's kind of what he seemed to be like in a way. Like once he'd done filming, even halfway through a thing, he'd be like, okay, I'm actually done. I'm just
but
leaving.
that's human.
Of course it is, 100%.
And
Yeah,
I feel like
100%.
Jack Black would have a battery empty moment as well, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Could you? Well, that said,
He is a battery. He's where batteries
He's-
charge themselves.
he's the Energizer Bunny.
Yeah.
He's gonna go, but I think he would also do the. It'd be a lot of fun. I think he could be chill when he needed to be chill.
Yeah.
But if something excited him, and that'd just fire you up. So that's why I'm going
Yeah.
Jackus Blackus,
That's a really good one. Jack Black was a good one.
number one. All right. Well, the stakes are high, Rob.
Oh, this is hard.
The reason being, because we are now tied,
Uh-huh.
and then Vigo is here as well. So,
Well, I'm gonna
You could royally fuck this all
I'm
up.
gonna stick.
doing myself a huge disservice by talking
Yeah, I'm gonna
shit to
stick
him.
with I'm gonna stick with Vigo's number one because I think he'd be more interesting.
Yeah.
I think he'd be taking me to all the best gigs,
Yeah.
on the sets of the best films, on wild adventures. He'd access all areas with Vigo.
It's weird because
I'm gonna stick with him.
I don't. It's funny because I never thought, like, even from when you were discussing him, that he was
Yeah.
like a backstage kind of all access kind of guy. I
Yeah.
actually felt like he was
No,
more of a
actually,
chill.
He's probably
Like a chill
leaves
at
Hollywood.
home.
He's probably as soon as he walks off the set, he probably
Yeah.
just goes home.
goes out to
No,
this.
you
and
can
goes-
use
sits
your
on the, sits on the
imagination.
front porch and just whittles wood. He is Hansel though.
Whittles
I
wood.
did refer to him as Hansel, so
Owen,
should,
Owen Wilson's character Hansel.
We should write to them and see if they would take us on a trip, and that their response would be like, what their personality truly is.
Yeah,
Jack Black would do it in a heartbeat.
I bet. Yeah, stick with that. Number one. Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. And then people don't know Jack Black. Now here's the thing.
Oh.
You know I'm a foodie.
Yeah,
You know,
you
how
are.
to play to my, you know how to play to my weak
Yeah.
moments.
Mm-hmm.
But here's my question about Jack Black,
Okay.
because he did actually cross my mind
Oh,
as
really?
as a barrel of laughs,
Sure,
and as
sure,
someone
sure,
who would be so fun who would be like you said, the room service thing.
Yeah.
He'd just be like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's do it. It's like, oh, what do you want to do tonight? Oh, let's stay home, watch movies. He's like, nah, man, let's go. And like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's go backstage to Beyonce. And then you'd be backstage with Beyonce. And then you'd be at the restaurant. He's like, one of everything.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
he'd just attract laughter and joy, actually.
Yeah.
I'm talking myself into Jack Black.
That's not a bad thing.
But would he be too much? Would there be
Oh,
moments where
yeah.
he'd be too much?
You need some downtime.
Well, potentially, maybe, but like I think you could just leave him to his own devices. I don't think he would care. He'd be cool with
I would
that.
get mad FOMO if I was traveling with Jack Black and I was like, oh, I need some rest. He'd be like, that's no problem. I'm just going to go to the zoo and ride some lions. You'd be like, oh, well,
Yeah.
I have to go do that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think you're I think that's true. Like your FOMO would take over the wanting
Yeah,
a
the
break for
FOMO
a
would
while.
take things over.
You would need a holiday
But
post.
I think
Jack
I
Black
think he'd
holiday.
still be chill with it though. If you wanted
Yeah.
to go and chill, he'd be chill with it.
He
Yeah.
would. He would probably encourage it. He's like, I know a gal, Gwyneth Paltrow. She's got some retreat stuff you can do.
He actually
She's
have
got
very
this
comfortable
whole-
tie-dye clothing as
Oh,
well.
it's so
like you just go to his house and he just like
There'd be no expectations.
Yeah.
You could be you with Jack
But
Black.
man, what do you
You
want to do?
could.
Watch Princess Bride? Yeah, okay. And
Yeah.
it'd be like the best popcorn in the world.
Yeah.
in
It would.
in
What time's
tie-dye,
popcorn? He'd be
tie-dye
like,
big
I'm not telling
pants,
you.
comfy
Yeah.
pants, tie-dye comfy pants with Jack Black.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, Vigo's third.
Oh wow,
I'm moving Vigo down to three.
that's a
Wait, that's a
from,
huge
top for
move.
myself.
from one to
Myself.
from one to Bartholomew.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Are you sure?
sure.
Sure.
He seems convinced.
Sure.
Sure,
Sure,
whatever.
sure. Not so
God, we're
sure.
good at this game,
I
aren't
don't
we?
really know anymore. I don't even know. They're all good.
Poor Rob.
They're all good.
They are all good.
They
That's
are
the
good.
thing. The top three is the hardest. 'cause
Yeah.
you're
We are the premier rankers of the world, so this is why it's
Yeah.
always difficult.
Yeah,
Premier,
yeah.
Premier rankers of the world.
indeed.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna. I'm a foodie. Bourdain's number one. Jack Black two.
Interesting.
Vigo number three.
Mm,
Just because of the food.
Yep.
Foodie.
I'm a foodie, but I think Liam, you've travelled with me. What do I do when I travel? I look
You-
for food.
You love having joyous laughs and belliness and skipping down the streets.
And your robe.
You've just spent 6 weeks with me as I literally just became a little mini, like attempted to become a little Anthony Bourdain myself.
That is true. I tried to convince you to go to one of the local Japanese fast food joints, and it took some convincing.
Was this when we went off and we
Oh,
were
yeah,
and we
yeah,
went,
yeah.
you
The
were up
photos were
knocking on
terrible.
doors. You were like, I'll eat horse. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But the photos didn't look good for that place.
No, they're terrible.
But then you took me to the Korean fast food place, and I'm like, yeah, let's go get it.
No,
Don't
that's
hold
fair
that one thing against
No,
me.
I think it's a
I
testament
have
to
an
you.
adventurous food spirit.
Yeah, adventure. I was just about to say your testament
just-
to your adventurous spirit.
That
not
restaurant,
holding-
that particular restaurant, they had Paul Branding.
I'm not holding anything.
It
against
looks
you.
gross, and then we ordered it, and we were like, "Damn, this is
Not
good.
bad.
This is good."
Yeah.
All right, so you're going. Wait, so where did
Bourdain?
So Bourdain and then Jack and then Vigo in the end.
Sure.
Did I just win the rank?
Oh, what a surprise! Shock horror. She wins again.
Food always wins,
I
and you
know.
know that I'm the most
Yeah.
passionate speaker of
Mm.
food, and that's why it comes through. Comes through, baby.
Yeah.
Not to boast,
Yeah.
but
You had me with food.
gosh, a chef.
You could do food yourself though. You don't need
Could.
Bourdain to do food.
No.
But the way-
You actually just said to me just then that you yourself are a
Well,
foodie.
okay.
Rob's my boy.
I also just had a thought though.
Oh no.
Jack Black, I mean, also kind of looks like a foodie.
He does.
Like he probably would be a foodie too.
But would he
This
not
is-
just
this,
want
This
to?
would be one of these other sides to his personality. You know, he's all the clown. He's always the
Mm.
loud guy. He'd have chilled moments, and those chilled moments are probably eating and seeking really delicious food.
You would have
Yeah.
mad D&Ms with Jack Black, I reckon,
Yeah,
because
you
he'd
would
be
do.
funny, loosey goosey, and then serious.
I'm just saying to travel with, I think he'd be better. That's all I'm saying.
I think you might be right.
I think you might be right.
Yeah, I think.
I
I'm
think you're actually
changing
changing.
mine.
If I can,
of
I'm
course, yeah.
I'm actually changing.
Yeah.
I'm going to put Jack Black as number one.
Okay.
Sorry, Taryn.
That's okay. It's fine.
You've convinced me.
Wow, I thought I won. That's cool. Cool.
We're not competitive.
No,
at
I
all, hey?
agree. I
It's
think-
like-
I think Jack Black would be great. I don't know if
Yeah.
I want to change mine as well. Yeah, go on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll Jack Black it.
Oh.
I reckon it'd be hell fun. I reckon it'd be super fun.
Guys,
This is why he's so charming, because he just wins everyone over.
Yeah.
He
This is why
does. He does.
He'd win everybody over.
Yeah.
He would. He would be. If you brought him to a party, everyone would be like, "Yo, Jack Black's here."
Yeah.
A fight would break out, and then
Yeah.
they'd be like, "Ugh," and then Jack Black would go, "Guys!"
Yeah.
I was in Kung Fu
And then
Panda.
they'd be like, "Oh my God, you're Jack Black!"
Yeah.
And then everyone, and then by the end of the night, everyone is just sitting around drinking together, arm in arm. Oh, you're my best friend.
I can see it.
I'm saying.
He'd bring world
He's
peace.
my best friend. Yeah. And then, Anthony Bourdain. Yeah. Yeah, in his own right.
Let's put all of these three people together and make the ultimate travel
I
companion.
reckon. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah, of course it would be. Of course it would be.
Honourable mention to Rowan Atkinson. I feel like Mr. Bean would be sick to
Ooh,
travel with.
Mr. B.
He would be amazing.
I think Rowan Atkinson.
Monsieur Bean.
I don't know. I think Mr. Bean will be hilarious to travel with. I'm
Yeah.
not sure about Rowan Atkinson though.
Oh, no, I reckon he would be.
You reckon?
Yeah, because you wouldn't have the silly, ridiculous Mr. Bean all the time. You'd have a human.
Because I think he is that, but I think that's the thing. I think Rowan Atkinson goes all the other way. He
Yeah, yeah.
becomes a very serious, kind of dull person, and then he's
Oh,
Mr.
really?
Bean.
I think
I feel like
that.
I
Yeah,
think
he
that's the
seems
danger with
funny.
comedians in general. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they
Mm.
pour all their heart out in their comedy,
yeah.
and then
They're
anyway,
actually quite dark behind the scenes. Yeah.
we must wrap. We must wrap this
it
up. So, around the horn, 3-1. Let's get it done. Number 3. So, yeah, it would have ended up
Vigo's is number 3.
with Vigo. Number 2,
Anthony Bourdain, may he rest in peace.
may he rest in peace. And number 1, Jack Black.
Yeah, nice one.
But guys, did we get it wrong? Did we get it right? Is there anyone else that you would travel with that,
Yeah.
we've missed? You
Let
have
us
to
know.
let us know. Rob, do you want them to let you know?
Let Liam know. He, can pass it. he takes my messages.
Let us know on socials.
It's true.
Make sure you respond to us, subscribe,
Yeah.
review us.
Share it,
Put
like
it in
us,
there.
tell all your friends about us. We're always going to be here.
We will.
All right. Any final thoughts?
I feel like, yeah, you've
I love.
got
We
a
always
good
just
final
look.
thought.
Well-
we always look directly to
Like
you.
final
Let's
thought.
face it, a journey is not a journey without your companions. And when you get back and you've got a weary head and you're jet lagged, what's the things that you remember most? It's not the experiences, it's the shared experiences.
Yeah.
And you remember who you were there with, the conversations that you were having, the context of the day, the stories that you found out, and that person will become a lifelong companion.
It's true.
Wherever you are, whatever happens, you will have a bond, a strong bond. And you can see that person 10 years later, and you know what you'll do?
Reminisce.
You just go straight back to where you left it,
Ah.
because you've broken through friendship and you've become companions.
Amazing. See, this is why we say final thoughts and we look directly at you.
Yeah, because we're like, hey, traveling's fun. I like food.
Amazing. Amazing as always. See you next Tuesday.